The Jaladuta Diary. The Journey. The Jaladuta sets sail for America. 12th Tuesday. To start for USA by MV Jaladuta from Calcutta. Port, K. George's Dockyard. 13th Friday. Today at 9 a.m. embarked on the MV Jaladuta. Came with me Bhagwati, the Dwarvan of Scindia Sansir, Mr. Sen Gupta, Mr. Ali, and Vrindaban. The cabinet is quite comfortable and its owner's residence, and therefore the sitting room. It is owner's residence, and therefore the sitting room, the bedroom, and the bath and privy, all equipped with first-class materials. Everything is nice in the first-class compartment, and thanks to Lord Sri Krishna for his enlightening Srimati Sumati Morarji for all these arrangements. I am quite comfortable. The ship started at 1:30 p.m. very slowly from the dock and reached her botanical garden and stopped at midstream of the Ganges till 11 p.m. and then turned towards the front and started. It is quite steady. I cannot understand in my cabin if it is at all moving. I am so comfortable. The voyage was again stopped at 3:30 a.m. at Kalpi near Diamond Harbour and Ganukhali, wedded and detained for about 8 hours. The delta of the Ganges quite wide with shallow water. The ship started Saturday 14th. The ship started at about 11 o'clock in the morning majestically. I do not feel any jerking whatsoever, but on reaching the Bay of Bengal, there is tilting of the ship and little rolling also. The roughness increased gradually on the upper Bay of Bengal, and I felt seasickness. There was vomiting tendency and dizziness, and I felt uncomfortable the whole day and night. The sea was foamy all through. It appeared like a big plate of water extending to 40 square miles, but factually it was endless. So today, it is a vivid example of God's Maya because it appears like something, but factually it is something else. Sunday 15th. In the morning I woke up and felt a little better, but I felt no hunger. Took only a glass of lemon sikanji, lemon drink or nimbu pani, but the head dizziness is continuing. Up to 10:30 I was in the captain's radio room, chatting with the officers. In the radio room they were dispatching news to other ships. The captain's room is full with nautical paraphernalia. I saw a chart of different appearential photo of the sea. The grades are 0 to 10 degrees, and I think we are passing on the sea between 4 to 7 points. The scene of the 10th point was furious, and the 12th serious. The captain advised me to take more solid food. Monday 16th. Today early in the morning I saw the ship is plying on the surface of the sea, almost on 0 degree of waves. Yesterday night was comfortable, and although I did not take my lunch, I took a little charamukhi, puffed rice, chidwa with milk. The ship ran all the night yesterday smoothly, and the sky, although not very clear there, was moonlight in the night. In the morning there was sunshine, but after 11 the sea became a little more rough, showing foamy waves from distance. After passing the latitude of Trichinopoly, we experienced a dark cloud, subsequently raining all over the sea. The siren sounded on account of hazy vision to warn other ships coming from opposite direction. At about 12 noon it is raining heavily, and the ship stopped moving, occasionally sounding the siren. There is constant sounds of thunderbolt. This is the first time I'm experiencing heavy rains in the midst of deep ocean. From 12 noon we are passing through cyclonic weather. The ship is tilting too much. I felt seasickness all day and night. At 3 p.m., the ship turned towards Ceylon coast, and we are now in the Ceylon water. 17th Tuesday. Today morning, the sky is scattered with cloud. The ship is going toward western side. I feel a little bit well after passing my stool. The ship is running against wind current. The sea is a little rougher. At 10:30 we saw the south coast of Ceylon with a white lighthouse. Two ships passed from the opposite side. Some daring fishermen were fishing in small boats. From distance they appeared to be almost drowned in the water, but next moment they appeared to be safely working. There is sunshine, but the sky is not clear. The captain informed me that by next 6 hours we shall reach Colombo port. The hilly southernmost Ceylon coast is said to be 4 to 5 miles away from our ship. This means the fishermen were fishing in small boats 5 to 10 miles away from their native coast. Certainly very daring job. At about 2 p.m. we have now turned towards northern front. The sky is cloudy, but we are forwarding steadily. Today I was better than other 3 days. At 3 p.m., the Colombo city became faintly visible from the ship. The color of water in India, in the Indian Ocean, is different from that of Bay of Bengal. The ship reached exactly 4:30 in the port, but the management of Colombo port could not receive the ship for want of berth, and then it is anchored on the shore waiting to enter the port. At about 9 p.m., the ship was escorted by the pilot and we entered the dockyard, very old pattern. But there were many ships from various countries, including passenger and cargo ships. At night, the dockyard ships assumed a brilliant spectacle on account of profuse light. We rested the whole night, the ship being anchored. Next morning, barges loaded with goods arrived near the ship. Today, 18th August 1965, I felt quite normal and the seasickness completely removed. The ship remained silent the whole day on account of hazy sky, and only a few loads of goods were admitted. I wanted to see the Colombo city, but I could not make any arrangement. The ship was standing at the midstream, and I did not like to go alone. 19th The next morning, 19th August 1965, I informed my situation to Captain Pandya, and he was very kind to take me to the shore in a motor launch. We dropped at Elizabeth Gate, talked with some Ceylonese clerks, and then in a taxi we went to the office of Narottam and Pereira Company. The manager, Mr. Banka, was a Gujarati gentleman, and he received us well. He arranged for me a good car to go round the city. The office quarter was quite busy, and many foreign offices and renowned banks were there. I saw the Governor General's house, the Parliament House, the Town Hall, and one very nice seaside hotel, and passed through the very nice clean roads, bazaars. The city appeared to be nice and clean, and the small bungalows nicely decorated. It appears that people, although not very good looking, they are not uncultured, neither are they tasteless. The city is quite up to resembling an Indian city like Madras and Pune. The buses and taxis were clean to see. The bus stands almost crowded like that of Indian cities. The office is conducted almost an Indian style. The culture and civilization is Indian cent per cent, but artificially India and Ceylon is divided. We started for Cochin at 6 p.m. The ship started at 7 p.m. The pilot being late in reaching the ship, it ran for the whole night and next day up to 3:30 p.m. and reached the coast of Cochin. The ship is standing on the coast of Cochin without entering the dock. Friday 20th. Today at 20th August 1965, the captain arranged for a meeting on board the MV Jaladuta on account of Janmashtami Day, and I spoke for an hour on the philosophy and teachings of Lord Sri Krishna. All the officers attended the meeting, and there was distribution of prasadam. The matter was radiographed to Srimati Sumati Morarji in Bombay. The ship is stranded on the Arabian Sea about 4 miles away from the coast. We are in this position from 3:20 p.m. 20th August 1965 to 9:30 a.m. on 22nd August 1965. Sunday 22nd at about 10 a.m. we are now in the dockyard of Cochin. The dock is peculiar because it is by nature full of small islands. Some of the islands are full with nice hutments formerly known as British Island. I saw my books from Bombay arrived in 5 cases, and the agents loaded them on the ship at 4 p.m. on 22nd August 1965. The agent M.S. Jairam and Sons kindly sent their car for my driving in the city. Out of the group of islands, 2 big islands joined by an iron overbridge are known as Cochin and Ernakulam. The iron overbridge was constructed by the Britishers very nicely along with railway lines. The railways line is extended up to the port. There are many flourishing foreign firms and banks. It is Sunday. The bazaar was closed. I saw a peculiar kind of plantain available in this part of the country. The island known as Cochin is not an up-to-date city. The roads are like narrow lanes. The part of the city where the foreigners are residing are well situated. The buildings, factories, etc. all big and well maintained. The Mohammedan quarters are separate from the Hindu quarters, and as usual in other Indian cities. The part known as Ernakulam is up to date. There is a nice park on the bank of the Gulf, and it is named Subhash Bose Park. It is good that Subhash Babu is popular in this part of the country. I saw the Kerala High Court and the public buildings. The High Court being situated in Ernakulam, it appears that the city is capital of Kerala. This official Bhadra 31 days 1887 Shaka part of India resembles Bengal scenario, and the city Ernakulam, also Cochin, appears to me like old Kalighat or Toliganj area of Calcutta. The culture is Indian as usual. Official Bhadra 31 days 1887 Shaka. 23rd Monday. Today is Annada Ekadashi. We started towards Red Sea on the western front at about 12:30 noon. The sky was almost clear and there was sunshine since the starting of the trip from Cochin port. We are floating now on the Arabian Sea. My seasickness again began. Headache, vomiting tendency, no hunger, dizziness, and no energy to work. It is continuing. There are sometimes showers of rain, but for a short time. There was a fellow passenger in my cabin. He is also attacked with seasickness. The whole night passed. 24th Tuesday. Today at about 1:30 p.m., I inquired from wheel room that we have come only 400 miles off the Indian coast. My seasickness is still continuing. I take my meals once only, but today I could not take my full meals. Also, although I was fasting yesterday, I am feeling uncomfortable. 25th Wednesday, beginning from today down. 26th Thursday, 27th Friday, 28th Saturday, 29th Sunday, 30th Monday, 31st Tuesday. Passed over a great crisis on the struggle for life and death. A separate statement has to be written on this crisis area.